Living in the depths of the ocean are creatures that most humans have never seen. Strange, terrifying, and almost alien-looking. But recently, these deep-sea creatures have started appearing closer to the surface, sparking fear and fascination all around the world. Why are we suddenly seeing more of them? Is it a sign of disaster, as ancient legends suggest? Or is there a deeper mystery hiding beneath the waves? Take, for example, the frightening fish called the sea devil. With its monstrous appearance and a glowing lure on its head, it tricks prey into coming closer before swallowing them whole. And then there's the centuries-old Japanese belief that when an oarfish rises to the surface, disaster is about to strike. In fact, sonar operators during World War II were stunned when they saw what looked like a false sea floor. Millions and billions of fish swarming upwards out of the deep, as if the entire bottom of the ocean was coming alive. Let's go back to January 2023 in Japan. A fisherman set out to sea, casting his net as usual. But when he pulled it back up, he was shocked to find something unusual. A long, white, snake-like creature nearly 6 meters long, sticky and rubbery to the touch. It wasn't a normal fish, it was a deep-sea oarfish, usually found 1 kilometer below the surface. The fisherman quickly released it back into the ocean because, according to Japanese legends, spotting one means disaster is near, especially earthquakes. Many still recall that in 2011, right before the devastating earthquake, around 20 dead oarfish washed ashore in Japan. But now, these sightings are no longer limited to Japanese waters. In the last few years, oarfish have been appearing everywhere. In 2023, a fisherman caught 50 in one go. In 2024, oarfish were spotted 3 times in California. And in February 2025, a live oarfish was seen swimming near Mexico. Something that used to be rare has now become alarmingly common. Remember, it was only in 2001 that the world filmed a live oarfish for the very first time. And it's not just the oarfish. Other creatures that usually dwell in the darkest corners of the ocean have started rising up. The phantom jellyfish with its ribbon-like tentacles stretching 10 meters long was spotted in Antarctica, just 80 meters below the surface, when usually it lurks kilometers deep. Russian fishermen once pulled up a bizarre alien-looking lumpfish, its brain-shaped body leaving them speechless. Off the coast of Spain, a Black Sea devil anglerfish, which should never be seen near daylight, was found at the surface. These creatures are meant to stay hidden in the abyss, so the question is obvious: what is happening? Why are they coming up now? The ocean covers 71% of our planet, with 97% of all Earth's water contained in just 5 massive oceans. But despite their size, humans have explored only 5% of them. That means 95% of the ocean, especially the deep sea, remains a complete mystery. We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the floor of our own oceans. And while 12 astronauts have spent 300 hours walking on the moon, only 3 humans in all of history have spent a mere 3 hours at the deepest point of the sea, Challenger Deep. When you stand on a beach and look at the waves, you only see the surface, what scientists call the sunlight zone. This is where most of the ocean's colorful wildlife lives. Whales, dolphins, sharks, turtles, plankton, coral all rely on the energy of sunlight. But go deeper and sunlight begins to fade. At 10 meters, 80% of sunlight is gone. At 100 meters, only 1% remains. Beyond 1,000 meters, there is total darkness. That's when things start getting truly strange. At 200 meters begins the twilight zone. Here, colors vanish one by one. Red disappears first, then orange, yellow, green, until only blue and violet remain. Creatures here adapt in bizarre ways. The strawberry squid has one huge eye to look upward into faint sunlight, and a smaller one to spot bioluminescent flashes in the dark. The bloody bellycomb jelly glows red to camouflage itself, because in these depths, red light doesn't exist. But the most incredible trick of the deep sea is bioluminescence. With special chemicals like luciferin and luciferase, animals create their own light. Some use it to lure prey, some to hide, others to communicate. The sea angel, for example, looks like a glowing fairy smaller than a human finger, but in an instant, it transforms into a ruthless predator, ensnaring its prey with lightning-fast tentacles. The barrelé fish has a transparent dome for a head with green eyes that can rotate upward like a submarine periscope. The giant squid, as long as a 2-story building, has basketball-sized eyes, the largest in the animal kingdom. And deeper still, in the midnight zone, creatures like anglerfish roam with their glowing fishing poles, and vampire squids spread their cloaked webbed arms like creatures out of horror stories. The yeti crab grows its own food on its hairy claws, and the Dumbo octopus, with ear-like fins, floats gracefully like a deep-sea ballerina. But beyond 6,000 meters lies the Hadal Zone, the deepest part of the ocean, a place still shrouded in mystery. Before I reveal why these mysterious creatures are rising from the depths, let me ask you something. If you're fascinated by these stories of strange ocean life, then you need to hit that subscribe button right now. Don't miss out on the upcoming mysteries and secrets of our planet that I'll be uncovering in future videos. This is just the beginning. For thousands of years, humans never even knew these creatures existed, so why are they suddenly showing up now? The answer lies in the largest migration on Earth, something scientists discovered during World War II. Sonar operators back then saw what looked like the ocean floor rising up at night, only to sink back down by day. What they had actually discovered was the daily journey of billions of fish, squid, and plankton. A living sea of creatures moving up and down like a hidden tide. This daily phenomenon is called the deep scattering layer. It reflects sonar signals because it is so densely packed with marine life. Every single night, from the smallest plankton to entire schools of fish, creatures travel upwards to feed and then return to the depths by daybreak. This daily pilgrimage, called diel vertical migration, is the largest migration in the world, happening not on land, but in the oceans, unseen by most humans. Imagine billions of animals, weighing 25 times more than the entire human race, rising together each night and then sinking again by dawn. Why do they do it? To eat without being eaten. Phytoplankton, the foundation of the ocean food chain, only lives near the surface where sunlight allows photosynthesis. But the creatures of the deep cannot risk swimming up during the day because predators like sharks, dolphins, and whales would devour them. So instead, they rise under the cover of darkness, feast on the plankton, and retreat before morning light exposes them. But something is changing. Climate change is altering this delicate rhythm. With global warming heating up the planet, more than 90% of the extra heat is being absorbed by the oceans. Surface waters are growing hotter than ever, while the deep sea stays cold. Warm water floats above, trapping cold water below, and preventing oxygen from mixing down into the depths. And so, the deep sea is running out of oxygen, forcing creatures to leave their natural homes in search of breathable water. This is why more of them are being seen closer to the surface. But the surface is dangerous. These creatures have never evolved to survive here. Their delicate bodies, built for pressure and darkness, make them easy prey. Scientists warn that as the abyss warms by even 1 degree, deep-sea creatures will be forced to migrate at speeds 4 to 11 times faster than surface species. Many could vanish forever. Think about it, animals we haven't even discovered yet might go extinct before we even learn they exist. And humans are making it worse. Beyond climate change, a new threat is looming: deep-sea mining. Take the scaly foot snail, a bizarre creature with iron-covered legs and a heart so large it makes up 4% of its body. It lives near hydrothermal vents thousands of meters down. But these vents are rich in metals like gold and silver, and corporations are eager to send giant machines to dig them up. Such mining would devastate entire ecosystems that have remained untouched for millions of years. Yet politicians across the globe, driven by greed and crony capitalism, are pushing to allow it. Some leaders dismiss climate change as a hoax while secretly enabling corporations to destroy fragile marine habitats. Others stand silent while ancient forests and coasts are sacrificed for mining profits. Now they want to extend that destruction to the oceans. The International Seabed Authority, a United Nations body, is under immense pressure to grant mining licenses. If it does, the untouched wilderness of the deep sea could be shattered forever. But not everyone is staying silent. 32 countries have already pledged not to support deep-sea mining. Greenpeace has launched a global petition, already signed by over 3 million people, to stop it before it begins. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity. On land, much has already been destroyed, but the deep sea is still unspoiled, still wild, still mysterious. We can save it if we act now, because the truth is, the fate of these creatures is tied to ours. The deep sea is not just their home, it is Earth's greatest carbon storage system. Phytoplankton act as the lungs of the ocean, absorbing carbon dioxide and locking it away. If we destroy this system, our fight against climate change will collapse. The oceans will grow warmer, storms fiercer, and coastlines will disappear under rising seas. Protecting the deep sea is not about saving some strange-looking fish, it's about saving ourselves. So let me ask you, what do you think? Should humanity risk the last untouched frontier of our planet for the sake of greed? Or should we fight to protect the hidden world of the deep sea before it is too late? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one of them, and I want to know if you stand with me in defending the mysteries of the deep.